Oh, hey you, Aston Regis here. Just seen that Mile 22 film. Man, I thought it was pretty good. Like, I've watched the reviews and a lot of people were saying it wasn't that good. It was rubbish. It wasn't very good, but it was actually pretty decent. I mean, for what it was pretty decent. You know, it was like a kind of thriller action movie with like there was a lot of quick edits in the movie, and that's one of the things I was a bit disappointed by, because before I saw the film, I'd seen a preview from the fight, or of one of the fight scenes from Iko Uwais. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. I always get it wrong, so forgive me if you're from Indonesia. Please correct me in the comment section below. Tell me how to pronounce his name. Basically, the guy from the Raid 2, the main guy, fantastic martial artist, bringing Penjat Silat to the big screen, and it was just too choppy. I thought this fight scene, there was just too many quick cuts, too many quick edits, and with a guy like that he's just really skilled in martial arts. He brings a lot of quote unquote talent to, or should I say skill to the table in terms of martial arts choreography. Like, do like the Hong Kong films used to do, like just show the wide shots, just show him doing the action and then cutting when necessary, instead of cutting every like 2 seconds. It's just making it too frantic. That kind of Bourne, because that's what kind of the Bourne identity, the Bourne supremacy, the Bourne ultimatum, that trilogy or that franchise, Paul Greengrass really made that popular. So now every action movie does it, and it just doesn't work for every action movie. And it actually is a way to hinder the skill sets of the actors involved, to kind of hide them behind stunt people and just to make the fight seem more frantic. But in this movie, the whole movie was kind of cut like that. It was edited that way, and I actually liked that editing style for this movie. I felt it worked. The movie starts off really well. There's a really good action scene at the beginning. You're wondering what this is about. It built up a little tension, I felt, and yeah, it was just interesting. Mark Wahlberg's character was a bit mysterious at the beginning, because he was like everyone else was like kind of raiding the house, and he was kind of back, in the woods, kind of at like a recon kind of position. But I really actually enjoyed it. And Mark Wahlberg's character was a bit of a, he was a bit of a dick, basically. But it wasn't that. He had like a condition. I can't remember what the condition is, but he's got a kind of personality disorder, and it just makes him like not pleasant to be around. But when you consider like these guys are soldiers, these guys are special ops operatives for the government, and they have to do these kind of, they have to do these dark things. They have to go dark. They have to do these dark things. His role was actually, I felt like it was a good role. It's a good role for him. He's good at playing that kind of character. He did it pretty well in The Departed. Like, it's like his role in The Departed times like 10, because he's kind of got this condition. You see, he's got this rubber band on his wrist, and he's always like hitting the rubber band like against his wrist, and it's kind of like a trigger point for him. But I really liked his character. I heard in the reviews people really didn't like his character and all of this business, but I don't think they saw what I don't think they got the story behind him. But yeah, it wasn't like a hyper intelligent movie, but it did have a nice little twist, and I won't spoil it for you, but it was a decent movie. It was a decent action movie. And it's introducing Iko Uwais, the guy from the Raid, the Indonesian guy from the Raid. It's introducing him to the Western audiences a little bit, being in this kind of commercial movie. And I think he's got a big career ahead of him in terms of action roles. He's definitely going to be one to watch for, because obviously we've seen what he's done in The Raid and The Raid 2, and some of the other movies he's been in from the East, in Indonesia and other Eastern films. But I think his role, his character I think he did well. I think it was a nice role, mysterious role, and you get to see him in action. And that scene that I thought wasn't that great. I thought that there was too many edits in, and the cuts were too quick. It was actually all right. It wasn't too bad. The fight scene was good. Obviously, you can see the stunt performers in that fight scene are very skilled. Saw Lateef Crowder in one of the fight scenes, the capoeira guy from The Protector, or Warrior King, aka Warrior King if you live in the UK. He was in the movie, or aka Eddie Gordo. If you've seen the Tekken movie, he is basically the real life Tekken Eddie Gordo, should I say. He's the real life Tekken character Eddie Gordo. So yeah, he was in the movie. You don't really notice it. It's like he's just one of the stuntmen in the movie, and my eye caught it. And actually, come to think of it, when I remember it, I saw some behind the scenes footage for this movie and some of the choreography, because they were focused on Iko Uwais, and they were focusing on the stunts. And I saw actually one of the stuntmen was Lateef Crowder, so it definitely was Lateef Crowder. But I just noticed it off, from like an eye's view very quickly. I noticed it was him. But yeah, it was a good movie. You got Maggie from The Walking Dead, she's in it. I liked her role. I think she did well. Ronda Rousey's in this movie, and usually Ronda Rousey's terrible actress. It's like, just stick to fighting, stick to MMA or WWE now. That's what she does now. But I was thinking, look, just stick to that. Your acting's terrible. But her performance was actually quite decent. It was a lot better than her usual performances. And yeah, I actually enjoyed her role in the movie. And yeah, the movie was pretty good. It was pretty good. I thought it was enjoyable. I think you should definitely check it out if you haven't. I mean, if you have, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the movie. Don't spoil it for other people, because this is a non-spoiler review. But I personally enjoyed it. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Definitely worth going to check out at the cinema. It's a good Friday, Saturday night, watch. So definitely check it out. Anyway, if you like this video, hit that like button, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of Mile 22. Did you like it? Did you think it was a good action movie? And what did you think of Iko Uwais's performance in terms of his action role in a Hollywood movie? I'd love to know your thoughts. Oh, and on one note, one of the other things that kind of promoted the movie for me was these guys. They're called PDK Films. PDK Films on YouTube. There's a YouTube channel called PDK Films. They kind of focus on Nerf guns, kind of the Nerf shooters. They do all these like first person shooter kind of videos, and they did a really good video. It's called First Person Shooter in Real Life. I was just watching it here. Like, it is pretty good. It was really good. And Mile 22 actually sponsored the video. Video's got like 4.5 million hits. Yeah, they're very, very successful on YouTube. They got they got a lot of like action kind of videos based on like Nerf wars or Nerf gun kind of first person shooters. But that was a really cool little sponsored video. And now I watch it again, because I was watching it again just after I watched the movie. And the movie, it actually represents the movie quite well. The movie's not a first person shooter, but just in the kind of style that they did it, with the drone shots as well. There was a lot of drone shots in the movie, because they had drones up. They had drones as like supporting weapons in the sky in terms of the operations where they were at, which was pretty cool. And they showed a lot of that in this produced piece. So it's amazing what YouTubers can do. Some great creatives out there, and it's a really good video. I'd love to be involved in one of those short films. Definitely want to do something like that for this channel. But yeah, that will be coming soon. That'll be coming soon, so don't worry, watch this space. Anyway, I'll see you next time for some more movies and martial arts. And remember, behind every fight is a great story. Peace.